What do you think it means?
Just a band of marauders.
Yes. Humility. Olympus must see that we are humble men, lest such trouble visit our homes.
I thank you both. Captain Idas is finishing his investigation. We'll know more then. Gentlemen, if you'll excuse me.
The gods must be propitiated. There's no doubt this is a sign of their anger.
I've already sent word to have 2 prized wolves offered up to
This is where I first met Alcime.
When you were children?
Yes. Her father, King Lycomedes, left her in the care of my father while he was at war. 10 years she lived here.
Alcime, come back! She is willful, King. You must watch her carefully.
She'll be safe here, Lycomedes.
Indeed. No one knows. Not even my advisors. Alcime!
Are you spying?
Here, Father.
I see you've met young Jazon.
King Lycomedes, sir.
Jazon, word of advice. I know my daughter. You're going to have to keep your wits about you.
Come, Hercules.
That flame has since extinguished, but for those who saw it...
Jazon! It's ill fortune to see me the night before our wedding.
It is ill fortune not to see you, any night or any day.
I'm told Argos' ship is almost ready for us. Where will we go first?
Alcime, I have sworn to watch over Jolkos.
I know, Warden. You have your duty. Fortunately, Jolkos is so perfect I could stay here forever. Now, King Jazon, this humble princess of Mycenae is going to retire. And she does not expect to see you again until such time as you are ready to wed her.
Get your rest, Princess. I don't think you'll have much sleep tomorrow.
Well, that's up to you, but I hope not.
Is something the matter, Jazon?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, this is going to take days. Sir? Hercules? Those damn Ionians came through here like a bull in a pottery works.
They're not known for their subtlety.
Yes. Would that it was only the palace they destroyed. Carry on.
That beauty's name is Alcime, and we'll sing her King Jazon, I am Antiphon, royal poet. May Hermes guide your path in these dark times. When I have felt the sting of loss, my devotion to the messenger has always been a comfort.
How so, Antiphon?
We often see Lord Hermes as the most light-hearted of the Olympians, a trickster, a storyteller, a rogue. But he is also the spirit guide. When I have lost a loved one, it helps to remember they pass to Hermes' care.
It seems I find followers of Hermes in more professions than any other of the Olympians.
Poets and athletes, merchants and thieves, travelers and shepherds, Hermes watches over all of these. Then there are his more official duties. Messenger of the gods, lord of the four winds, guide to the spirits of the fallen, keeper of lore. And he also inspires the placing of Herms, of course.
Herms. The stones that mark the boundaries of different places.
Yes, those are Herms, but there are other types. Some Herms simply mark the site of important or historical events. The followers of Hermes place these markers to keep a record of the deeds of men.
I imagine Hermes' virtues help you with your poems.
Without them, I could scarcely call myself a poet. Followers of Hermes place wit above all other qualities. As we like to say, strength wanes and beauty fades, but only wit grows day by day. We also value agility of mind and body. It's said the best poets and the best swordsmen all pray to Hermes for his blessings. Diverse company indeed.
What poem are you working on now, Antiphon?
Ah, yes. I've been composing an elegiac verse to honor the memory of Princess Alcine. Perhaps the king would be willing to assist me?
What sort of help do you need?
I'm trying to find a worthy start. Which of her many qualities do you think I should treat first?
She did have many. But I would begin with her virtue. The people of Jolkos knew her kindness well.
Very well. Let's see. A breeze blew in from Mycenae, a gentle kiss of air. Perfumed with tender kindness, it blessed these humble shores. But all too soon, the air grew still. The breeze, it was no more. That wind, it whispered, Alcine, a queen as kind as she was fair. It's a start, at least. To honor her, much work must be done.
If you seek to honor all her virtues, you have a very long poem ahead of you. I leave you to your work.
An honor, sir. But once transplanted on a foreign shore, that flower's name was Alcine, our queen.
King Jazon.
Elpis, I didn't know you were among the injured.
Yes, Your Majesty.
What is your name?
Jazon.
Elpis, I didn't know you were among the injured.
Oh, it was nothing. I'm recovered mostly. It's just my poor parents.
What do you mean?
My parents don't know what happened to me, nor do I want them to. They're old and in ill health. Why let them worry? Could you tell them I'm well? That I've just been too busy to see them?
Of course. Why burden them?
I knew you'd understand.
Rest now, Elpis. I'll speak to your parents.
What a view! You can see for miles here.
He didn't deserve this.
The sacrifices of those who died in defense of this land will never be forgotten. Be proud of your men and women, your sons and daughters, your kin. They honored their vows. May we give as much to honor our own.
He didn't deserve this.
Your father was a great man. I am sorry, Jazon.
He's with my mother now, in Elysium. He lived a life of honor.
My father was very upset when he heard the news. Said that Greece had lost a great king. I agree with him, but I also think Greece has gained a great king. You outrank me now, King Jazon. I don't know if I like it.
Alcime, marry me.
What?
Before I knew what love was, I loved you. Every second I look at you, I love you more. Marry me, Alcime.
Yes, Jazon. With all my heart. Yes.
I will find a way. Come.
Hail, King Jazon.
Captain Idas, how are you feeling?
Better, my king. My pride was injured more than anything. Was a time those Ionian dogs wouldn't have had a chance.
You fought bravely, my friend. The odds were great.
I've got 3 things for your attention, Jazon. First, we have the results from our investigation of the attack. Second, I've just received a report of a disturbance in the village. And lastly, there's a private matter I would discuss with you.
Let's hear the investigation report.
I'm afraid it's both disturbing and disappointing.
What's the disturbing part?
The assassin bore all the markings of a Black Tongue. His dress, his weapons, his tattoos, and of course, his marksmanship. Jazon, I went to that balcony. There's not a bowman in Greece who could have made that shot.
Disturbing indeed. And the disappointing part?
We still don't know why he came. The Ionians? That's easy. They're mercenaries. They came for plunder. But why Alcime was targeted? What anyone could have hoped to gain from it? We've learned nothing.
The Ionians. Are we sure they were nothing more than hired mercenaries?
As far as we can tell. We traced this particular band back to Ithaca. They were there about a month ago to reprovision. Our sources say they spoke there of a new job they'd just been hired for. A well-paying job.
Idis, what do you know of the Black Tongues?
Just the common rumors, really. They're a cult that worships the dark titaness Hecate. Like the Ionians, they place the old gods above Olympus. For centuries, the Black Tongues were the most feared assassins in Greece. I don't know if you remember, but when you were a boy, Alcime's father, King Lycomedes, waged a war against the cult. Until this attack, everyone thought he had eradicated them.
Apparently not. What is this report of trouble in the village?
Apparently, Zeno of Thessaloniki has arrived on Jolkos. His brother Menander fell during the attack.
Yes. I heard he was among the guests who were killed.
As you can imagine, Zeno is none too pleased. Thessaloniki has never been a friendly neighbor. Those cheese-eaters have been jealous of Zeus's favor for as long as anyone can remember.
I remember this Zeno. Loud, arrogant sort. Fancies himself a general.
Aye. Well, he's down in the village shouting at anyone who will listen, demanding compensation for his brother. He's got a couple of men with him, and the guard who made the report says there was a witch with him as well.
What is this private matter, Idis? You know you may speak freely with me.
Yes, well, it's time for me to step down, Jazon. I'm not the man I once was. This attack made me realize I've grown old. I can't ask men to fight for me when I can't fight for them.
More than any man in Jolkos. You've earned the right to choose when your time has come.
I've got 3 men in mind who could do the job. The sooner you make your choice, the sooner I can start training them to take my place.
Let's see the men who would attempt to replace you.
Lieutenants Ivarius, Myron, and Platon, step forward. These 3 are equal in rank and seniority. I believe all 3 could do the job.
Lieutenant Ivarius, speak your case.
I am Ivarius, son of a farmer from the plains. I've known no other captain than Idis. If chosen, I will strive to lead as he does. Honor and sacrifice will be the hallmark of your guard.
Tell me, Ivarius, how would you defend the palace?
I would do as Idis did. Spread the guard throughout to spot any attack as soon as possible.
What do you think of your fellow lieutenants?
Both are dedicated in their own way. I'll speak no ill of them.
Lieutenant Platon, speak.
Platon, born a fisherman, but destined to be captain. King Jazon, your guards have grown complacent. It's time to make a clean start, break them down, and build them up again. Instill discipline.
Discipline without strategy only goes so far, Platon. How would you defend the palace?
To start, I'd have the guards off their asses and out scouring the island for the next threat. Those that must be here should be stationed in the royal court, the natural defensive point.
What do you think of your companions?
They mean well, I suppose, but they don't have the balls to do what must be done. No offense.
Lieutenant Myron, make your claim.
My name is Myron. I come from a family of shepherds. For 3 years, I've led the Night Watch. Far too many died in the attack. It must not happen again. The guard could not survive another blow.
Let's hear how you would defend the palace, Myron.
Pull back the guard to the palace's living quarters, where the most people are. Important officials, yourself, Master Pelias, should have bodyguards at all times.
What do you think of your companions?
Dedicated, but reckless. In times such as these, we must be cautious.
What is your counsel, Uncle?
From what I know, each of these men is capable. My counsel is to pick one whom the men respect, and also fear. Platon fits that description.
What is your counsel, Uncle?
All three are capable. Do you want the guard to be more cautious, more aggressive, or just to stay the course?
I've made my decision.
Who will it be then?
Lieutenant Avarius, I name you Captain of the Guard. It is my wish that you strive to lead as Captain Idas has led. Nobly, honorably, and with dedication. May you always be first in battle and last to stand in our defense.
It will be my honor. May the leadership of Idas live on through me.
All three of you, I am grateful the Guard has men of your quality. Dismissed.
I thank you, Jason. I'm sure my wife, Cipriana, will thank you too.
After a few months with you around all day, she may change her tune.
I'd like to go tell her the news.
Of course. Let's finish our business, then you can go to the village. To be safe, let's keep the watch doubled, Idas.
As you say, Jason.
Nephew, what news?
Nothing yet. There's a disturbance in the village I must see to. And I must still speak with Argos.
When I have a moment, I will see what I can find about the location of Delphi. Jason, will you hear the petitions before the court?
Yes. Call for the next petition.
King Jason will now hear petitions. The court recognizes the Honorable Mesistus, emissary of King Lycomedes of Mycenae.
Mesistus, I hear you'll be leaving for Mycenae shortly.
Indeed. I will return with difficult news. The king's daughter, murdered on her wedding day. What message would you have me give King Lycomedes on your behalf?
Tell him I will not rest until Alcime is avenged.
While the king will certainly expect justice, he will have hard questions about how this happened. Not just who was responsible, but what did you do, King Jason, to protect his daughter?
Clearly not enough. But I will undo this. I'll bring back Alcime.
I will give King Lycomedes your message. Perhaps his high opinion of you will not change.
Jason, will you hear another petition?
Yes. Call for the next petition.
The court recognizes the guardsman, Orestes.
Hail, sir. We've been holding a handful of Ionian prisoners pending your orders.
How many are there?
5, sir. One's a captain, or whatever their equivalent is called.
And they've been questioned?
Yes. Captain Idas says they've said all they have to say. What should we do with them, sir?
Execute them. Do it cleanly, quickly. They deserve to die for what they've done. But unlike them, we will not cause suffering.
It will be done, sir.
Jason, will you hear another petition?
Yes. Call for the next petition.
The court recognizes Katya, a farmer's daughter.
Sire, I appear before you to beseech your favor.
What is it you would ask of me?
Allow me to give last rites to the dead Ionians and the assassin. No one has yet done this. If they were evil men, Hades will judge them. But to deny last rites is to deny the will of the gods.
Is it?
I believe it is our duty to see that all the dead are sent to Hades, regardless of what they did in this life.
I was taught as much myself. But there are exceptions to every rule.
Will you let me, sir? I will perform the rites myself.
Your devotion is to be lauded, young Katya. And you are right. For the dead whose time has come, it is our duty to pass their spirits on to Hermes, so that he may guide them. Your request is granted.
I thank you. I knew our warden was noble.
Jason, will you hear another petition?
Yes. Call for the next petition.
The court recognizes Philo, a shepherd.
King Jason, a black lamb has been born to my flock. As is custom, I've come to ask your blessing before the animal is sacrificed to Zeus.
A black sheep is quite an omen.
The animal will not be sacrificed to Zeus.
But Jason...
Let it be sacrificed to another god. Apollo, Ares, Athena, Hermes. Choose one of them.
I cannot make such a choice, sir.
Pelias, surely the other gods would look favorably upon such a rare sacrifice.
The lamb is an omen of change, so consider what course you see before you. A sacrifice to Ares would increase your chance of victory over your enemies. If you want wisdom on your path ahead, then propitiate Athena. Honor Apollo, if you desire peace for your heart and your kingdom. If you know not what you seek, then choose Hermes, and may he bring you fortune no matter the path you take.
Let it be sacrificed to Athena.
It will be done as you command.
The people are content. There are no petitioners this day.